Right, okay. What's happening? It's Destination Requiem Money Cup 2016 versus Real Skippers, game 1 of 2, best of 2. I am joined in the commentator box by Zizan and also by Kingy, so we should hopefully see how this
Happening,
goes.
boys.
10 seconds remaining.
Hello.
Any
Or
Or
bans
just
Shaker
you'd
Band
like to
there
Destination
from
shout
Destination
Requiem.
Requiem.
from Real Skippers?
Radiant team ban.
I haven't actually checked the common heroes for Destiny. I imagine they're incredibly competent in everyone, but have they got any heroes that are must bans for against Destination Requiem?
They quite like a windrunner.
I think the Wind Ranger's pretty badass on Jinx, to be honest.
Radiant
That's
team
definitely
pick.
something that sticks out in my mind.
Also, the Enigma on ASD, that was strong.
And anything.
We'll
I
see
mean,
if
if
they
you've got a
go
triple
for
lane
climby
against
builds.
Matsu, I think an aggressive tri lane.
Dire team pick.
Nature Prophet first pick up actually, so it'll be interesting to see. That's probably going to be their off laner to start off with, but it does give them a bit of flexibility to go for jungling as well. And I think Requiem could afford to be as greedy as they like in terms of jungling, so should work out well for them.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think probably ASD might pick up that Nature's Prophet.
10
I mean,
seconds remaining.
I think they get away with it no matter what. I think Matsu played Dazzle
5
in one game
seconds remaining.
as carry.
I'll be interested to see. I'm really looking forward to watching and possibly casting if I'm available. The winners bracket. See some of the teams that are really dominating their groups go up against each other. Like for example, Destination Requiem versus Team Straight is going to be very good to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I had Zeniston co-cast a few games from Destination Requiem, and I'm not sure what he's calling himself.
Radiant team pick.
Or if he's even playing tonight. But yeah, man, he watched those games and he played a few games against Team Straight as well as a stand-in for I think generic, or was it not Team Fish? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he was
It was definitely not
genuinely
us anyway.
quite worried about the old Team Straight. And Ellen All Stars, I mean, those guys, team to watch as well. They did manage
10
to take a game
seconds
from
remaining.
the Boroughmuir Blight boys, who'd been undefeated in their group until that point.
5
And
seconds
they're going to have to play
remaining.
off against those guys. Related to the guys from Team Straight, I
Reserve
think Love
time.
TZ is their brother or stepbrother, something like that. So yeah, really interesting family rivalry there. If they lose against the Boroughmuir Blight boys in the group playoff they're going to have to play, they will actually face Team Straight in the winners bracket as their first match.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Radiant
Because
team
genuinely, well, even if they do get put down, then they've got a chance to come back up and have the grand final against that as a grand final. So that should be quite good.
Any of the teams, the
10
teams that have done
seconds
less well,
remaining.
other than I mean, are we going to
Dire
see anyone
team
make
back.
it through the lowest bracket from the bottom of the groups? I wonder if we'll have any massive change around.
I don't think so, to be honest. I reckon that the first couple of games are going to be quite even. I think that's going to be pretty much not Team Fish's
10
only chance at
seconds
victory.
remaining.
So we'll make the most of it.
Radiant team
Anyway,
ban.
let's have a little look at the draft here, Kingy. So let's just nobody puts Kingy in the corner. Right, so OD banned out, Faceless banned out, Invoker banned out. I mean, OD and Faceless, OD, sorry, and
10
Invoker. I mean, those are fairly
remaining.
standard bans. We have a ban out of the Zeus and the Death Prophet. So I mean, the
5
mids heavily
seconds remaining.
banned again. Earthshaker banned out now as well. Gyrocopter
Dire
banned out by
team
Destination
ban.
Requiem. So we get Nature's Prophet, Pugnut on the board for Destination Requiem. Having a look at their bans, and bearing in mind there's Enchantress Witch Doctor up for Real Skippers. I mean, are we looking at an illusion hero with the Gyro, the Death Prophet, the
10
Earthshaker,
seconds
and
remaining.
the Zeus all banned out? Is this an illusion-based hero that Destination Requiem are going to pick up? Maybe a Chaos Knight or an Ember, a
Dire
Battle Lancer?
team pick.
I think it's
I
quite
think they'll
likely
go for their
actually at this stage.
standard. I think they'll go for their standard Sven pickup, to be honest.
Just a Sven, yeah, well, I guess if it's there. I mean, he played a pretty good Spectre as well. Oh, the Spectre's banned out now.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to pick up that Sven again. Even an Ember Spirit would work quite well in this draft, just with that Enchantress, a lot of magical damage.
10
Plus,
seconds
those Searing
remaining.
Chains can cancel that Witch Doctor ulti quite easily as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Common pick up against Enchantress as well for their second supports. Or no,
Reserve
actually,
time.
they're not going to be able to do second support here if they're going to go for the jungle Nature's Prophet. If he's off lane, they can maybe pick up an Omni Knight, and that would allow their carry to just go to town on the Enchantress.
Yeah, obviously not getting slowed by that effect. I mean, that's a decent pickup, I guess.
Gives a carry, especially if they've got a kind of squishy carry, then does give them quite a bit of babysit in the lane, and a good bit of harass with an Orb of Venom as well if they're up against a melee offlane.
I think they played Enchantress in the offlane before, so I'm not
Radiant
sure if we'll see it
team
in the
pick.
jungle.
Keeper of the
I
Light
don't know
pickup
if I
could
like
be
that
mildly
Keeper.
okay against Pug now.
I don't know if I like that at all.
Yeah,
We've got some
it's
pushy
a
heroes.
it's a strange pickup.
Because all
The
they
Blinding
could
Light
pick an
should
early game Ursa, and then that's their whole team sort of wrecked.
Or pick up an anti-mage, and similar
10
Yeah.
situation
seconds
occurs.
remaining.
Or the Odie's banned though, so no danger there.
5
but-
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
the Blinding Light should cancel the Pugna ult, but if they're running like maybe a Pugna mid or something like that, then he's probably going to be an Ags fairly early, so it's not going to make that much of a difference cancelling his ult. It's going to start from a 22-second cooldown to a 0-second cooldown, and not going to help.
Do we see Jinxed on a Pugna? Is that something he might play? Kind of makes this.
I'm not really sure. I don't have the
he
ads
will
as it.
be mid. I mean, he can easily go safe lane as well. We've seen that before from them.
Put in the reserve time here quite heavily for
Dire team pick.
Graham. And skippers as well, actually. Lashrak pickup. Do you reckon that's going to be a support Lashrak or a core Lashrak?
It's going to be a support Leshrac with Pugna, because of their abilities synergize really well together.
Yeah. The amount of push that they're going to be able to push out with between the
10
Nature's Prophet
seconds remaining.
and the Lashrak is going to be quite terrifying. So even if they don't win just purely on the economy game, then the tower push is going to be insane.
Yeah, because you might actually see the Pugna be moved to the off lane and then the pick up of Sash and a Dry Ranger for just that ultimate push.
Oh Jesus, that's
Yeah.
such a push game.
Juggernaut could work quite well here as well. The ulti would obviously do a lot of damage, a lot of physical to the
10
Enchantress,
seconds remaining.
and it would give them a lot more push as well, but I'm not entirely
5
sure.
seconds remaining.
Pick up
I
for
mean,
their hard
DR
carry.
have drafted this super heavy push lane, and in
Reserve
response,
time.
we've got the Keeper of Light with his horses, and we've got Tinker with his marching machines. So that's a lot of D push just there, and the Witch Doctor ult kind of
Yeah.
offers zoning. Not that you want to use it to zone, but and the cask as well, multiple targets done. And then I suppose if Enchantress picks
think-
up some beasties,
I think they've drafted fairly well around what Requiem have got going. I've not seen any kind of absolute killers against them yet, but I think their draft's not terrible. They don't have a huge amount of actual synergy between their heroes for
no, it's a concept. They've
seconds
drafted
remaining.
via the concept of stopping the push.
Dire
And
team
that's why
back.
there's
Yeah,
lack of synergy,
but
because
they've
just
not
like
covered
with
themselves with the
Assault
light.
work.
They might want to pick up a Magnus to help with that stopping the push, gather up their heroes for that Witch Doctor ult, and it would get a lot of synergy with the
10
Tinker
seconds
March,
remaining.
Witch Doctor ult, Keeper of the Lights Illuminate, and it would
5
just sort of really
seconds
help them
remaining.
hold them still, because they've not really got many stuns on their team at the moment. They can just probably run
Reserve
away.
time.
Yeah, so would that put the Enchantress
Yeah.
as a one position carry?
Yeah,
Well,
it could work. It just depends how greedy they want to be.
If she stays out,
Yeah.
she stays out of the
But
way,
Enchantress with the
long
Dragon
enough,
Lance.
damage would be insane. Yeah, I mean, it works, I guess.
I mean, they are Requiem are holding a huge amount of magic damage. If Finger of Death Prophet ult and even just a lightning storm will kill Enchantress. No problem at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't look past. I'd love a Meepo pick here, to be honest, with his raised magic resistance. I think it would actually
10
counter their
seconds remaining.
their push strat quite well with that huge burst damage, especially if they got an early blink.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that one actually. But I think Meepo was a very risky pick. I mean, against the Lion, I mean, even with magic resist, I mean, getting the Finger of Death and Pugna throwing out the amount of damage with the Nether Ward whenever he's casting spells, it could take down some of the alternates
AoE
Meepos
from
with lower
Leshrac,
health.
Nether Blast. You can trap one of his dudes. They're gonna pick up the Drow.
Radiant
Final
team
carry then
pick.
for Destination Requiem, given the fact they've smartly banned out Sven, Juggernaut's already gone. I mean, I still quite like Anti-Mage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it
either
really
anti-mage
synergizes a
or-
huge amount.
No, but
I
you
think
can just murder their
if
whole
they're going to go
team
for an
late
anti-mage,
game.
it pushes. Oh, that's true.
Perhaps
Yeah,
a PL
obviously
because
they're
they don't really
building-
have much.
Sorry, go ahead, Kenny. They're building a lot
10
of push though,
seconds.
so it's
Yeah,
fine.
but they might pick up a PL here just to dive all over this
5
Drow Ranger.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, a lot of the counters should be away. They're going to take the
Ursa.
like you called at the very start after 2 picks. Yeah, I mean that's going to be brutal.
Yeah, but you were right. It is the Jinx Pugna mid. I don't know how that'll go against the Tinker, because Tinker does win his lanes pretty easily.
Tinker does use a huge amount of mana, however, so if he does max out the Nether Ward, then it's going to be really, really dangerous. I mean, that's what was that? Requires a heat-seeking missile. It's up to 180 and 170, so that turns into boo. Yeah, that's a huge amount of damage. So that's probably about half or more of Tinker's HP just from Nether Ward damage.
Yeah, but he does have
So-
to have the Nether Ward up at the time, so he could be really smart about how he plays it.
I mean, from what I've picked up about Jinx, he's a very, very good hero, very, very good player. So we'll see how this goes. Actually, normally I would probably give in my scrub tier Dota, I would probably give the win to the Tinker in the mid. So we'll see what happens.
Nah, he gets wrecked for sure.
It's going to come down to pure mechanics here. Who's better mechanically is going to win the lane.
I don't think I've seen Jinx lose a lane yet, so I'm not sure.
I'd say
if,
lost mid to us when he played Wind Ranger, and Mama said Nokia played Death Prophet.
Death Prophet, did he not put himself in a lot of early trouble though, or am I thinking of another kind of Death Prophet?
Well, yeah, there was a lot of 3-man, 4-man gangs coming in. That's where the strength flies with Destination Requiem. They play well as a team. They know where each other should be. They know where they are, and they know when to TP in to help. That's where they're strongest, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Oh well, it looks like we're gonna. Is that a smoke gank? An early smoke gank from Destination Requiem, looking to go top. With the Ursa pickup, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried another level 1 Roche type situation. But I mean, they're not, I don't know if they're going to go for that, or maybe they have decided they might. But anyway, they're not going to go up there and place that ward normally. We have got, I think that must be Xenotron on the line, unless it's his stand-in. Jinxed on the Pugna, as you said. ASD is going to go Leshrac, Matsu on the Ursa. And
30 seconds
for the
to
Dire, who's going to be Dire? It's going to be Puppy Fur Amber on the Clinks mid. Hashashin going to go safe lane on the Drow. They're going to fight here? The Lancashire Stallion on the Stallion. And Smitty on the Enchantress. And Clogsy on the Witch Doctor. So it looks fairly even for the runes.
They're gonna have to watch for the tree tonight here.
Oh
The
yeah,
battle
that'd be good. But I think they've
begins.
got space to take it. Leshrac's got the stun ready. He missed time to stun slightly.
Tithe to the impurities.
He got the rune though.
Leshrac does manage to get the bounty rune there as well. Leshrac and the Pugna, so that's
Double
two bounty
rune
runes
for
as well there.
Destination
Wouldn't really
Requiem.
expect that.
A little bit disheartening for the skippers.
does look like it is going to be the offlane Nature's Prophet as well, so interesting to see how that works out. You should do pretty decently. I mean, if as long as he stays out of range of taking the damage from the Drow, he should be okay. The Keeper of the Light might be able to clear some of these Treants. Where they 550 health. This does
Oh,
200
I think
up to 500 damage magical, so it's not going to clear them quite.
Stun on enchanters at bottom.
Not surprising.
Got caught in the shop. This word here I think did work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a nice tri-lane ward, this one.
Yeah, I like
Let's
it.
keep an eye
that's
for
that's
your...
a good position. That's a good position.
Yeah, I would say so, especially if in a tri-lane, in a dual lane situation, it's not quite
Here
as
comes that
required, but it's
rotation
really
mid.
good for your...
Oh, Gank's coming in with the smoke.
Already.
1 minute 22. Hello, we got Hex, we got a stun as well, have we? No, we don't have the stun. He went Hex first, and a Leshrac stun, and he's not gonna get out of that.
Tinker, failure, soldier. Bye.
So second blood goes the way of Leshrac. Thoughts on that? Think Leshrac should have picked up the kill, or think he should have left it for the Pugna?
I don't think he was trying to take it. I just think just that much damage coming out from Leshrac, obviously with that early
With
point
the
and
AoE, of course, from the
diabolical edge.
So Puppy Fur.
Very
Amber
difficult
being
to
drafted
leave
in, it seems.
kills when you're...
When
Very
you're
difficult to
AoE
leave
burst
kills
that
when you've
way.
got Diabolic Edict.
Look at the last hits, guys.
Looks like the Pugna's doing pretty well in the last hits as well. He's got 6 denies as well against the Tinker. I mean, the Tinker got a massive amount of damage boost as well. He's on 73 compared to the well, it's actually not between the Pugna and the Tinker, but he still does have the advantage with the Precision Aura coming out from the Drow, getting that early level, and that's going to be pretty good for the amount of range that they're rolling on their team. In fact, it's all ranged, so
That's Enchantress down
another
again.
death.
Yeah.
That this
Massive.
rift has been driven between us.
Combination of Leshrac. I mean, she just can't do anything about it. She won't have any points really in Untouchable yet. It's a good time to pick her off. She's got 1 point in Untouchable, so I mean, pick her off now while you can, boys, with your right clicks. There's Fury Swipes still missing,
Yeah,
right?
I think
The fact is, though,
Are they slowed though? Are Fury Swipes slowed?
it's
yeah,
it's
they are
bonus
slowed,
400
but
attack
it
speed.
doesn't really matter.
Did you get stats?
You're almost hitting the attack
Um,
speed cap on it, so
He hits for 360 attack speed rather than 400.
Oh, Amber gonna get taken out again. Puppy Fur? I don't know what it's supposed to be called, but Puppy Fur getting taken out in the mid by Jinxed, and I mean, this guy, the Lion, in a little bit of trouble, but nothing to worry about. Got a
shouldn't be a problem. The Drow Ranger is farming relatively well. He's sitting on 10-3 at the moment. He's not obviously up to the level of the Ursa and the Pugna, but he seems to be doing not too bad actually.
I know, but he has
The
the
Nature's
tri-lane
Prophet
supporting,
is sitting on
so
10.
I'd want to see him.
Yeah,
in
he
more
should be
than
doing
that.
far better than this. Witch Doctor should be hitting
The
that.
Drow
three.
Rangers had
That's
relatively
gold.
free farm, but he's not capitalising on it. He's missing last hits left and right.
Something to work on
It's
it.
a bit of a waste of a cask there. He's not going to be able to convert this into anything really. I mean, the Maledicts can do a little bit of damage and push him back a wee bit, but it's not going to do a huge amount. The Nature's Prophet, he's still got the healing salve, he's still got a Fairy Fire, so he's not going to be at any risk of dying at the moment, or even being scared out.
Last hit. He's third on last hits now. Oh, that did a little bit more damage though. Big wave
Radiant's
now.
middle
The Drow is going a pretty strange build here. Not getting any points into the Frost Arrows at all, and you really do need the Frost Arrows against the Nature's Prophet. He doesn't have any hard stuns or any real escape outside of the teleportation.
Rotation from Jinx. Gonna make them pay here. No frost arrows. No gust. We've got gust. Where's the gust? Too late with the gust. Okay, she is gonna get away. Pop the salve.
Radiant's
Ah,
top
salve
tower is
cancelled
under
by
attack.
E4 HNLF LNF H4E.
Dyer's
Anyway,
top tower
Lion
is
picks up the
under
kill
attack.
on the Drow there, and what is his name, dude? Is it Elnif?
Ilf? I don't know. I'm just gonna go call him E4.
Okay, let's call it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, the drive
could
build, I
actually be
really don't
seeing
like it
a-
putting.
No, go on, man.
Yeah, looks like. I really don't like the drives build. I mean, you get a lot more damage for last hitting, but you playing a drive ranger, it's attack speed that's your problem. You're not going to get a huge amount of attack speed out of a couple of points in agility that early. Really, you need at least 1 point in frost arrows. It gives you a little bit of escape. It's a huge slow. Slow.
Trying
I
to
wish
build
you'd
damage.
went for
The
the.
enchanter should give up.
I wish you'd went for the Wraith Band build. Got a couple of them and then tried to build into a drums. Just give her more effective HP,
More
a little bit
mobility
more
as well. I like
survivability.
that. That's decent. Another kill though.
Yeah.
8-0.
Dire's middle
Destination
tower
Requiem.
is under
We're at 6
attack.
minutes, guys.
Yeah, when we were sitting through 3 kills on the last rack, I mean, quite easily just turn into a core last rack with the amount of gold he's getting. He's only got 1 last hit and 1 deny, but 3 kills on a support. I mean, he's not really worried about ward money.
Dire's middle
Yeah, he's
tower
almost
is
equal to
under
Drive
attack.
on net worth at this point.
A tithe to the impurities.
I mean, it's the drive is the only one that the Tinker obviously he's been killed 3 times. He's not going to be getting. Tinker relatively okay against Ursa with a Fury swipe. As soon as you cast Overpower, you can silent, you can
he's a
stick
laser.
the laser on him, but
Oh,
Major
Lancer's
laser not
dying.
gonna stop me
Caught
here.
out by a Doctor
Under attack.
Sexy rotation here. And, I think he got him with the blast there. It might save his life. I think Jinx gets it. Just ult him. Oh, he still has one kill there, I guess.
don't even need to.
From later.
Another one again. Of light, the second point in Chakra Magic. Who are you going to give that to? You're going to give it to Witch Doctor, probably. You're probably better going for a 1-1-1 build with your first 3, I would say. The Mana Leak will give you that little bit of escape that you're otherwise not going to get. And you're really going to need it against the likes of an Ursa and a Lion.
Dire's
Every...
middle tower
that.
is under attack.
Yeah, I agree. Mana Leak would have been sweet there.
With me.
Early push strat then. Mid tower going to go down. I think uncontested at this point. Not much they can do unless all 5
Dire's
heroes
middle
rotate.
tower is under attack.
Bottom in a lot of trouble as well with the stuff coming up from these guys. And top lane.
Dire's middle
seems fine.
tower has fallen.
They're going to counter push.
Dire's
hopefully.
bottom tower
I
is
don't
under
think they have
attack.
time, though, anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Enchantress doing what she probably
Dire's
should have
bottom
done
tower has fallen.
much earlier is go into the jungle. You can't win that bottom lane, so grab a TP scroll to react to the pushes and go into the jungle. Because you can at least get something out of there rather than just feeding. It's effectively
you
what she was
really
doing.
need to
Not,
consider,
I guess, through any point of fault of her own, really, but
She
Against
is still going
Manson.
for that Hand of Midas though,
Ugh.
which is a huge mistake.
and the Midas for catch up in levels, maybe, but it's too late for that now.
Not
going
with this push
utility items.
strat. I wouldn't go it when they've got this push strat. I think that was extremely greedy coming out from Smitty. I think
Dire's bottom
he should have
tower
just
is
went for the
under
phase
attack.
boots,
Radiant's
drums
top
maybe. You
tower
know, try
has
to
been
be a bit
denied.
more survivable, a little bit more team fight orientated. Because I think they should have been opposite
drums,
sides of the
yeah,
maps,
really
just
good.
trading. We've got
There's a
Matsu
good chance he's
doing
probably working
Roshan.
straight from a build.
That's Roshan dead.
Has fallen
Yeah,
to the Radiant.
and they denied that top tower as well, so no gold
immortal in
going
me.
the way of the poor skippers there. Big fight top is going to happen. They might catch out E4 here.
Heads up!
There is a coconut. Oh, the courier. Bait him with courier. There's a missed maledict. That's a problem. No frost arrows still on Drow, I take it. Oh, slowly coming from the back here.
Seems not.
There is a gust. Still no frost arrow. Is taken out by that person.
I can't take much
I
more.
think we're gonna get blown up as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is devastating. We did manage to pick up a kill on the shot though.
This rift has been driven between us.
And one of the best ways to deal with an Ursa is big slows. And you're not going to get any big slows if you don't have frost arrows. I mean, it's a level 4, it's a 60% movement slow. It's a huge slow.
Yeah, all they need to do is kite this Ursa to win these fights, but they can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I
Not-
don't
not
think
with this
it's...
build.
I mean, you're still going to have to deal with a Pugna and an Prophet and the line and everything like that. But you still, if you catch out, if Drow catches out, so you can quite easily kite him. Even if he uses his enrage, he's not going to be able to clear. As soon as he clears it, he's going to get another stack on him straight away. So, build is a problem. He's very greedy.
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, I'll say it again.
Radiant's
I
middle
think,
tower is under attack.
aggressive trialing against Matzo, given with a roamer as your third member, so you can come in and pressure Jinxed as well. And I think that was. I mean, yeah, the other guys on the team are great, but I mean, these two guys just.
But this Ursa's way too fat. It's 10 minutes in the game. He's got Vlad's phase boots and Blink already. I don't think there's much that can stop him now, to be honest.
Smitty, was that? Yeah, that's gonna be a dieback from the Enchantress as well. I think.
Not
Not gonna be much you can do. You can do to stop this. Yeah.
Comes to TV as well, just for he's cancelling it.
Have a little.
He's actually went and bought himself a level 2 Dagon.
Styling on them.
That's how confident they're feeling right now.
Dire's top tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
No Orchids, no Necro, no nothing. Don't need that. Don't need any more push. Dagon. That's what we need. Dagon is actually it's pretty good against Enchantress, to be honest. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's burst damage.
Yeah, it does take care of her.
Nature's Prophet. So I mean, not actually as crazy a build as it seems, but not what you'd expect.
Lion going for the solo kill on the Drow, but just missing it.
yeah.
Good attempt. Almost paid
It's,
back for
they're
his life.
playing so manly as well. Playing so manly. They're going in with 40, 50 HP under tower.
Well, he
no
also
problem
does
at all.
have this
Doesn't matter.
10-minute blink as well. He has this
Yeah.
10-minute blink, which is huge. And then he just denied himself.
Nice.
Is that more styling,
Blood
or
or
is that a
dying neutrals.
mistake?
I don't know. I think he wants hit points of mana for the next push. Takes long.
Also, he's only dead for 24 seconds. Yeah.
I don't know. Potential maybe.
Let's see there. What I was talking about earlier with the Fury swipes
The
on
Shrek running
against
into
Tinker.
5 heroes.
Yeah, that was the feed. His real boys.
He's not got his
Enchantress
Bloodstone
gets the,
Octarine
Enchantress
core yet.
gets the kill on Nature's Prophet as well. A little bit of farm goes a
Yeah, I
long
mean,
way. guys.
every kill they get now. Every
They're
kill
being a
they
bit
get now is gonna be
overconfident now. They're
massive.
throwing away their lead. Because these are huge swings that are coming out. That was like a 3k gold swing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. These
Just for
that
2
hero's
kills.
worth a lot of money. So both of them are decent.
I mean,
Because
with
if,
the comeback
if they
mechanics, they're
get a
not quite
team
what
wipe
they
on
were,
them,
but-
that's huge trouble.
See how little damage the Keeper of the Light actually does there.
TP to
Now your tree food.
TP.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh my god, guys! He zapped him with his stick.
The
Dagon
Nature's
though.
Prophet.
Yeah, TP with the Dagon. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, they can afford to, because they've got such a massive gold swing. I mean, it's 13 minutes in, and they're 15k ahead in terms of gold. Their experience, 7,500. The amount of killing they've been roaming and things like that they've been doing, that's pretty ridiculous.
A little bit of sloppy play though, and it does
And now-
reveal weaknesses in their team. Just
under
boot
attack.
control and boot pressure and manage to set this
Uproot
this,
and
trap.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, maybe more likely make point-click errors. Be a little bit more aggressive. Just for future
Yeah.
brackets matches, obviously.
Yeah, I really do. I totally agree with them. Going aggressive trialing against Matzo is probably your best way forward. I mean, he's sitting on 8-0-3 at the moment. I know obviously it's just declining now, but he's still sitting on 8-0-3. He's got Blink Dagger, Vlad's, and Phase Boots. Now he's going to pick up his BKB, I'm assuming, with the Ogre Club. But he might be going Sange. Who knows?
The only problem is if they read it from your draft, you might just feed them kills. The
Yeah.
game will be even over sooner.
Yeah,
sooner.
that's very
Dire's
true.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
The other problem is though, the real skippers have no initiator. They've got no one to go in for them, whereas Destination Requiem have the Shrek who'll run in, this Lion who'll blink in, this Ursa that'll blink in, Nature's Prophet that can TP in. Everyone in their team's got the possibility to initiate this fight.
Dire's bottom tower has
Oh,
fallen.
absolutely.
Yeah. Totally agree.
different drafts.
Whereas they've
They're
just
just
got to
totally-
try
as
and
soon as-
respond.
As soon
I mean,
as they
they
seen
built- they
the
built
push
for
track coming out
defense,
from
though.
there, they were like,
Real skippers.
Deal with this.
in this game. Oh.
I mean, they've got one reliable stand,
Dire's bottom
so
barracks are under attack.
Yeah.
I think the real skipper should just call it GG, or just try and hold on as long as they can to talk about their next draft,
Dire's bottom
try and get
barracks
extra
are under
time
attack.
in theory crafting because they're going to have to put a lot of thought into this next draft.
Dire's bottom barracks
Just
has
gonna have a
fallen.
quick look at the final last hits here, see where they're kind of things they want to look at their laning a little bit. I mean, things kind of pan out the way you'd expect. Not so much on Smitty there. He should have jungled way earlier, I think. Drow hasn't done a great job, but given the situation, I don't think maybe slightly better hero for last hit and for the safe laner. And I mean, I think you think I should have ban against the Pugna.
I mean, it's 15
would
minutes
agree
in,
there.
and it's a 20k gold lead on Destination Requiem at 15 minutes, 16 minutes now. Over 20k
that's a
gold
dig.
lead.
That's a dig on 4 on the Nature's Prophet. There's an Ags on the Pugna, all that stuff on Ursa. The last rack he's got his Arcane Boots and his Mechanism. Probably going to be working towards either his Aghanims with that Staff of Wizardry or a 4 staff. Hard to say. Probably Aghanims at this stage. It doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Even a
So-
round of Atos, to be honest, to slow them down.
Yeah.
Just add that extra bit of difficulty to the situation.
So going to get
Yeah,
to
the Enchantress
draft,
Hanamidas
yeah,
still
she
sitting on Gloves of Haste.
She finished the boots though.
I mean, you can start off with it. You can get if you get your brown boots, and then you get Gloves of Haste, and then look and see how things are going. And if it goes badly, then you grab your Battle Giant Strength, and then you've got your treads. You've not lost anything. You're not sitting on a naked Gloves of Haste.
But the thing is, though, she rebought the Gloves of Haste to revisit to buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So it's silly, I would say.
Yeah.
Dire's
yeah. If
top
she went
tower
farm
is
earlier,
under
she
attack.
might have been in a better situation at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, Jinx is definitely dragging.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Jinx has been very. He spent most of the game sub 500 HP or sub 30% of his HP, so it'd be such an easy pick off if only to go for it. I mean, the Enchantress should be able to kill him, no problem at all. If she was running a gank build, should be no problem.
Come to me.
Here, catch!
Dire's middle tower
Wow,
has
all
fallen.
the towers are going down, boys.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, this is kind of the stage of the game where there's no point continuing. You're not going to learn anything about their play anymore because they're just styling on you. They're not actually prying anymore, and you're just
Yeah.
kind of wasting
I mean, I
your
think
time.
at the point they pushed high ground, that was. I mean, they lost
Dire's
the
middle
power,
barracks
that was
are
the
under
point. They
attack.
should have called GG, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's fair. I mean like around and things like that sometimes just for the sake of it, for a bit of fun, but be that fun.
Are
Outside
you
the
still in
moment.
the game? Well, that's the question.
Yeah. Yeah, is it still a game, or is it basically just you've turned your team into the moles in Whack-A-Mole?
I mean,
I think they are just trying to hold on as long as they can, just so they
Draft
can
next one.
think about what's going to happen next game.
Yeah, they might be using this time to discuss what they can do in terms of drafting. So there's a possibility.
It's going to be difficult. It's like I say, these guys, Destination Requiem, which heroes they seem fairly adept at picking up a small heroes.
Swarms over me.
The machine.
Jeez,
Ursa
Nature's
did die
Prophet
there.
being the manliest of
That
men.
was a huge.
I just noticed that I got a message from ASD asking us to say nice things about them.
Okay. So Skippers have played a fantastic game. It's all Gabe's fault. Gaben, he buffed Pugna, and
ASD,
that's
is,
the reason they're
Destination
losing.
Requiem.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, I see.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Gotta nag them out somehow. Because I think that's the only. I think that the only way is if they just go into a blind rage. That's the only possible way they've got of losing the next game. I would think.
I kind of feel sorry for Ghost Skippers. I picked the teams that responded and put them into the groups just randomly. And
Yeah.
they've not had a good time in the group. I don't think they've managed to win a game.
That
But I mean,
you
there's
Yeah, I mean,
certain
it's
advantages to teams
very-
that come in afterwards, because you can go and watch the matches from before, the ones that are there anyway, the teams that you're going to be playing against, and you can be like, okay, well let's ban these guys. And obviously you've got total buffs and stuff like that, so you know who you're up against at least, do you know what I mean?
Jinx never played Pugna before. Can't tell.
I think we'll
Yeah,
have
like I
to
say-
check Dota buff for that.
Yeah, let's, well, good
Yeah.
luck finding them.
Right. Okay. Challenge accepted.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I think they need to whip out a
Dire's
Techies
middle
next
barracks
game and an
has
IO.
fallen.
Techies IO
Oh,
offlane and see
don't-
if they can still win.
Don't do that one. That was done to me in my game against Team Straight, and it was just horrible.
What, the Techies Tusk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the techies task, and it was just, it's just
It's-
overconfidence. You're just like, it's just,
But it gets into your head
So
though,
disappointing.
doesn't it?
yeah.
You're like, oh
We were
Christ,
full
how,
tilt even
how good
after
are they?
the first game already, so it was that put us on mega tilt.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't have one of
But I
your
love
players
Louis
drop out
Fountain
after
dive.
spending 3 minutes on it. I mean, just call GG, guys. You don't need to suffer this indignity.
Oh,
Dire's middle tower.
he's semi-lying.
I'm glad to leave.
No?
Dire's middle
Got
tower has
2
fallen.
games as Pugna. He's won one of them.
Dire's
so,
ancient is
a
under
liar.
attack.
He has played Pugna before.
When
Only
were
2
these
games in.
Yesterday.
Ancient is under attack.
Really?
Leaving
Yesterday
so
was
soon.
Nah,
No,
I'm only joking.
January and March of last year.
Yeah.
Sorry, January and February of last.
Radiant
forgive him for
structures.
forgetting.
Radiant victory.
Still a
Okay.
liar. What? Yeah, GG. Well played,
Well, you
Destination
called
A
it-
Requiem.
bit of
Well, well
saltiness
played,
coming out there from the Tinker.
Okay, so I mean that was pretty much expected, I think, from Destination Requiem's form so
Yeah.
far in the tournament. So they take it 1-0 versus the Skippers. Can the Skippers halt the tide of Destination Requiem? Find out in 5 minutes or so.
See you then.